What's up, everybody? It's your boy TK, and let me tell you, I am so hyped to be coming to you live from, well, not live, but you know what I mean? From Taiwan. This place is off the hook, seriously. We're talking insane natural beauty, bustling cities that never sleep, and food, oh man, the food, it's next level. Get ready for some seriously epic shots because I've got my camera locked and loaded, and we're about to drop into a visual feast. Think drone shots soaring over towering mountains, street-level vibes in the heart of the city, and enough delicious-looking food to make your mouth water. But hold up, it's not just about the visuals. I'm going to break down each spot, give you the inside scoop, the little details that make each place tick. You know I love finding those hidden gems, and trust me, Taiwan is full of them. First up, we're hitting up Taroko Gorge, and let me tell you, this place is like stepping into another world. Imagine towering marble cliffs, carved out over centuries by the Liwu River. It's like something straight out of an Indiana Jones movie. No joke. We're talking epic hiking trails that wind through lush forests, past cascading waterfalls that'll take your breath away. I'm talking about strapping on my hiking boots, getting down and dirty with nature, feeling that fresh mountain air in my lungs. It's going to be epic. Make sure you check out the Eternal Spring Shrine. This place is literally built into the side of a cliff, with a waterfall cascading down right next to it. How cool is that? This is what I'm talking about. Hidden gems, unexpected moments of beauty. That's what makes Taiwan so special. The energy here is unreal. You can feel the power of nature all around you, and it's humbling. It makes you realize how small we are in the grand scheme of things. But listen, I'm not just here to hike and meditate on life, although that's definitely a perk. We're going deep into the gorge, exploring the Swallow Grotto, a narrow canyon with marble walls so high they seem to touch the sky. We're talking about hopping in a boat, cruising down the river, feeling the spray of the waterfalls on our skin. It's going to be wild. Alright, from the natural wonders of Taroko Gorge, we're jumping into the urban jungle, Taipei, the capital city that never sleeps. And when I say this city is alive, I mean it. The energy here is electric. The streets are buzzing with life, and the food, oh man, the food is on another level. We're talking about street vendors cooking up Michelin star-worthy dishes right there on the sidewalk. I'm talking about diving headfirst into the night markets, trying everything from stinky tofu, which, trust me, smells way worse than it tastes, to bubble tea, which, let's be real, is basically a national treasure here. But first, we gotta hit up the iconic Taipei 101. This skyscraper dominates the skyline, and for good reason. We're talking about an elevator ride that'll take you to the top in 37 seconds flat, ears popping the whole way up. But trust me, the view is worth it. From up there, you can see the whole city spread out before you, a sea of twinkling lights that stretches as far as the eye can see. It's like looking out over a sea of stars, except these stars are made of concrete and glass. And hey, while we're here, we might as well check out the Taipei Lantern Festival. This is a sight to behold, thousands of lanterns illuminating the night sky, each one more intricate and beautiful than the last. It's a celebration of light, of hope, of the coming year, and it's something you have to see to believe. Next stop, we're trading in the city vibes for some sun, sand, and surf at Kenting National Park. This place is like Taiwan's answer to Hawaii. We're talking pristine beaches, crystal clear water, and enough water sports to keep you busy for days. I'm talking about surfing, snorkeling, scuba diving, you name it, Kenting's got it. I might even try my hand at stand-up paddleboarding. Who knows? Maybe I'll discover a hidden talent. But first things first, we're hitting up Kenting Beach. This place is iconic and for good reason. We're talking about white sand beaches that stretch for miles, turquoise water that's begging you to jump in, and a laid-back vibe that'll make you forget all your worries. I'm talking about building sand castles, soaking up the sun, and maybe even catching a few waves. And hey, if we're feeling adventurous, we might just rent a scooter and explore the rest of the park. We're talking about hidden coves, secluded beaches, and breathtaking views around every corner. Kenting is a place where you can truly disconnect from the hustle and bustle of everyday life and just reconnect with nature. It's a place to breathe, to relax, to recharge, and I, for one, am ready to soak it all in. From the beaches of Kenting, we're traveling back in time to Jufen, a mountain village that seems frozen in a bygone era. This place is straight out of a Miyazaki film. We're talking narrow cobblestone streets, traditional tea houses perched on the hillside, and red lanterns strung overhead, casting a warm glow over everything. I'm talking about getting lost in the labyrinthine alleyways, discovering hidden shrines and temples tucked away in unexpected corners. We're going to wander down Jufen Old Street. This place is a sensory overload in the best way possible, the air thick with the scent of incense and street food. We're talking about trying local delicacies like taro balls. These chewy, colorful treats are a Jufen specialty, and I can't wait to get my hands on some. But the real magic of Jufen reveals itself at night, when the lanterns come on, and the village transforms into a scene from a fairy tale. I'm talking about sipping tea in a traditional tea house, overlooking the twinkling lights of the village below, feeling the weight of history all around you. Get ready to dive into history, because we're heading to Tainan, one of Taiwan's oldest cities, and a place where the past is very much present. This place is a history buff's dream. We're talking ancient temples, colonial-era forts, and traditional houses that have stood the test of time. I'm talking about stepping back in time, imagining what life was like centuries ago, when Tainan was the island's capital. Our first stop has to be the Chikan Tower. This 17th century fort is a reminder of Taiwan's complex history, having been ruled by the Dutch, the Chinese, and even briefly by the Japanese. We're going to climb to the top of the tower, taking in panoramic views of the city and imagining the battles that once raged below. But Tainan isn't just about history, it's also a city with a vibrant culinary scene. And if you're lucky enough to be here during the Tainan Food Festival, get ready for a feast like no other. We're talking about street food vendors from all over Taiwan converging on Tainan, serving up their most mouth-watering dishes. I'm talking about eating my weight in oyster omelets, beef soup, and danzai noodles. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading up into the mountains to Alishan National Scenic Area, a place of breathtaking beauty and tranquility. This place is a nature lover's paradise. We're talking about towering cypress trees, misty mountains, and tea plantations that stretch as far as the eye can see. I'm talking about breathing in that fresh mountain air, feeling the stress melt away, and just immersing myself in the beauty of it all. We're going to hop on the Alishan Forest Railway, a historic narrow-gauge railway that winds its way through the mountains. I'm talking about feeling the wind in my hair as we chug through forests, past waterfalls, and over bridges that seem to hang in midair. It's like taking a step back in time, and the views are simply breathtaking. But the highlight of Alishan is undoubtedly the sunrise from atop Mount Ali. We're talking about waking up before dawn, braving the cold mountain air, and watching as the sun slowly peaks over the horizon, painting the sky in a blaze of color. It's a truly magical experience, and one that I'll never forget. Next up, we're heading to Taichung, a city that's quickly becoming known for its art scene and creative energy. This place is a haven for artists and art lovers alike. We're talking about world-class museums, cutting-edge galleries, and street art that'll stop you in your tracks. I'm talking about getting lost in a world of color, form, and expression, and maybe even finding a piece of art that speaks to my soul. We're going to check out the National Taiwan Museum of Fine Arts. This place is a treasure trove of contemporary and modern art, with a focus on Taiwanese artists. I'm talking about spending hours wandering through the galleries, admiring the paintings, sculptures, and installations. But Taichung isn't just about high art. It's also a city with a vibrant street art scene. We're going to explore the streets of the Calligraphy Greenway, where colorful murals adorn the walls of buildings, transforming the cityscape into an outdoor art gallery. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're diving headfirst into the heart of Taipei's nightlife in Jimending. This place is a sensory overload in the best way possible. We're talking about neon lights, pulsating music, and crowds of people out to have a good time. I'm talking about feeling the energy of the city, letting loose and just enjoying the moment. We're going to start our night off right with some street food because, let's be real, you can't experience Jimending without trying the food. We're talking about fried chicken, oyster omelets, and of course, bubble tea. I'm talking about indulging in all the deliciousness that Jimending has to offer. And then it's time to hit the bars. And Jimending has no shortage of options. We're going to check out Revolver, a popular spot known for its live music and craft cocktails. I'm talking about sipping on a delicious cocktail, listening to some great music, and just soaking up the electric atmosphere. Next up, we're taking a break from the hustle and bustle of the city and heading to Liafu Village Theme Park, a place where you can let your inner child run wild. This place is a blast from the past. We're talking about roller coasters, water rides, and all sorts of family-friendly fun. I'm talking about screaming my head off on the rides, cooling down in the water park, and just letting go of all my worries. we're going to start our adventure in the African safari area, where we can get up close and personal with giraffes, zebras, and even lions. I'm talking about feeling like I'm on a real-life safari, minus the dangers of the wild. And then, it's time to brave the roller coasters. And Liufu Village has some of the best in Taiwan. We're going to ride the Screaming Condor, a ride that'll send us plummeting towards the ground at breakneck speeds. I'm talking about feeling the adrenaline coursing through my veins, the wind whipping through my hair, and the pure joy of a good scream. After all that adventure, it's time to unwind and treat ourselves to some well-deserved relaxation at Beitou Hot Springs. This place is a haven of tranquility. We're talking about naturally heated, mineral-rich waters, surrounded by lush greenery. I'm talking about soaking in the hot springs, feeling the stress melt away, and emerging feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. We're going to head to one of the many hot spring resorts in Beitou, where we can indulge in a private bath, complete with stunning views of the surrounding mountains. I'm talking about sipping on tea, listening to the sounds of nature, and just letting all my worries drift away. And hey, while we're here, we might as well treat ourselves to a massage. I'm talking about a traditional Taiwanese massage, where they really work out all the knots and tension in your muscles. It's the perfect way to end our Taiwanese adventure. And that's a wrap on Taiwan. This trip has been an absolute whirlwind, from the bustling streets of Taipei to the tranquil hot springs of Beitou. I've eaten my weight in delicious food, explored ancient temples, and even braved some pretty intense roller coasters. Taiwan, you've stolen a piece of my heart, and I know I'll be back for more. But for now, it's time to pack my bags and head back to reality. But hey, who says reality can't be just as exciting? Stay tuned for my next adventure, because who knows where in the world I'll end up next. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the action. Peace out!